I think is
5 seconds
I wouldn't
remaining.
be surprised to see some sneaky hero that we all go like, oh my god, Ice Frog, like what have you done?
Radiant
That we
team
haven't seen
ban.
yet.
Yeah, like Anna revealed PL to us last Tuesday.
Yeah, so far, if we want to checklist the frog heroes, it's PL,
Yep.
it's ET, it's Beastmaster.
Lena?
No.
Oh.
2 seconds on the aura. Not yet.
I love it.
So yeah, I think they're like the top 3, and then
10
we might
seconds
see, like,
remaining.
Doom rise up a little bit, and
Yeah.
teams, good brood
Nature's
teams.
Prophet also.
5 seconds remaining.
Randomly, yeah.
The puppy brew is something I wouldn't be surprised to see. I think the mind control
Dire
Nature's
team
Prophet.
ban.
I don't think Broodmother is a thing, but you never know. Matu on Lone Druid, that's a possibility. Saw a couple buffs there.
Fun fact, Mind Control did play a pub of Broodmother the other day, and it was Puppy playing Jakiro in his lane. So if Nigma are to play Brood, Puppy's not going to be surprised. They literally played a pub with Mind Control. So, yeah.
Easy. So they're
10
prepared
seconds
already.
remaining.
I'm very excited to see this series. I know that we
5
talk a lot
seconds
about
remaining.
options
Ban.
for Team Nigma to
Dire
pick up,
team ban.
but they did pick up ILTW. They replaced Weeha. I know from the rankings that all the talent did, most of the talent did, that everybody puts Team Nigma in the top 3, basically. So both of you think it's definitely an upgrade. It's a change because it's not just a change in players, but it's
10
also a
seconds
change
remaining.
in
I think it's about what makes the team happy.
5 seconds
both captains
remaining.
discussing reading the room. I think that the foundation of this team for Kuro is Kuro and his relationship with Miracle. What is Miracle confident playing? What is he happy playing?
I was wrong, by the way. Some people put them 5th and 4th. I thought they were in the top 3 for almost everybody, but most people actually put Team Liquid even higher.
Yeah.
Surprising.
So basically,
I didn't even. Oh wait, that's Purge. He got added. There you
Radiant
go,
team
Purge.
pick.
Did we kick someone for that, or did we just make everybody else smaller?
He just made you.
And obviously, Purge, number 1 OG fanboy, he put up top. That's just how it goes. But no, I really like the idea of what Nigma has done with LTW. I think the key thing that we didn't mention in the pre-show is simply the fact that
10
he
seconds
did that OG,
remaining.
and OG gave him so much respect
Dire
and praise
team
at his like, kind of aura towards the team, right? And when you get to these tier 1 teams that care less about the individual player, it's more about what you bring to the atmosphere, and that's so critical.
Well, that's also I won't. Teams will make the decisions they make. It was surprising to me because there were players with pedigree.
10 seconds remaining.
Right? Like Ramses, he decided to join Navi pretty late. Sumail
5
still without
seconds
a team.
remaining.
One's playing with a Mushi stack in the open qualifiers, and they went with somebody who has gotten his shot.
Dire team.
Okay, so they already tried out mid 1. Obviously, oh wait, that's a different team.
That's OG.
Fair enough, fair enough. But I think that all the players that you talk about are gonna have a bigger ego. This is like the workhorse. You want that.
Exactly, and I rate that. This is amazing. Yes.
10 seconds remaining.
I hope this.
I like
you
it.
could argue.
I love it too.
You could make an argument that
5 seconds
haven't
remaining.
been
Radiant
incredibly
team
impressed
pick.
with Nigma's performance, but consider that they didn't need a tiebreaker to make to the major, and yeah, they underperformed there, but they had RMN standing in.
ILTW, he was the guy on Dota 2 Pro Tracker. Remember when he had like 120 games or something in like it was a week, 2 weeks, or a month or something.
Yeah.
It was like a painful amount of games.
10 seconds remaining.
What is it like average? Was it like 12 games a day or
Too
something?
many.
Yeah.
Too many.
5 seconds
Like,
remaining.
You could make arguments that maybe Enigma just had a slow start to the season, but they might
Radiant
not need
team
some
ban.
superstar. They don't need any ego. They just need somebody to come in and do the work. They already have superstars, plenty of them. I think just Mind Control perennially getting a bad rap from the fans. I think that guy is still a top 3 offlaner in Dota 2. And I think their performance at the major reflected that. And yes, you're pointing at Doom.
10 seconds
I just like
remaining.
Doom. I like this draft so far.
Me too.
I think Doom with the changes, of course, the
5
being
seconds
60
remaining.
seconds, a lot of gold. He also got some more armor in 7.29, and his just offlane capabilities is really high. They have last pick as well, and it could easily become some mid if they really wanted it to, but most likely I expect it just to be a casual offlane.
This is the anti-miracle. You just Doom him.
Easy.
4 protect,
Dire
1
team
Doom,
ban.
1. Now you just got 4.
Yeah, definitely I'd say a newer, it's a tweak, right? We saw VP do this. As we know, Secret's main scrim partner, always Lion plus DM's offlane hero.
Yes, that's true.
This is a slight adaptation with the hero that we probably have bumped up, maybe not to S tier just yet, but I'd say
10
certainly
seconds
A
remaining.
tier offlane.
Yeah, I think we're yet to see it really
5
be
seconds
kind of given that
remaining.
class, but for sure it has the potential if played correctly. But I think the
Radiant team
trade-offs
ban.
is even though you're a tanky hero that you get your own gold, you're never pressuring the offlane, and you're not really kind of having map presence if you don't have Doom up, right?
You can't show waves the same way.
Yeah, so like basically Nigma right now, they're going to have a carry that can free farm. Obviously, going into the fights, you might face up a Doom, but you know, in
10 seconds remaining.
It's not too bad.
I love the bans coming out. Drow, typically not something we would see, but with this new patch, I think both captains, right? They're not necessarily drafting on what we saw last major, but on their history, like 10 years of Dota. And historically, you see a Puck, you have a Doom on your team. Drow
10
Ranger is
seconds
very
remaining.
spooky. Like this guy, I think Drow Puck is one of the higher, at least top
5
5
seconds
win rates
remaining.
in terms of hero combination, hero duos. What's the? It's
Yeah,
not that Dota.
duos.
It's like
Pairings.
pairing. Yeah,
No,
they
what?
use a specific word.
Pairings does
Very
enough for me.
sounds
Yeah.
great. Yes.
They call it a truple. or
Radiant
something
team
for 3
ban.
reasons.
I don't know. I like the idea
double.
of the sure. Yes, Kyle. The Tusk as well. If it does go into the 5 role, it just bodies for any of these range carriers as well. And that's something you have to look out for, because if this is just a casual mid puck, 5 Tusk now, as you see from Secret's ban, these Drows, these Weavers, even
10
some Deucer,
seconds
if
remaining.
Miracle wants to go super hard carry, these type of heroes work well. Of course, Miracle.
we think
mid lane.
5
Is the
seconds
for sure
remaining.
mid Puck?
Dire team
'Cause-
ban.
I mean, just to confirm, like ILTW is a carry player. There's no chance that we're going to see him taking mid.
I don't think you'd get ILTW if you're gonna let them play mid. Then you would get Sumail.
Okay. So if we expect Miracle mid, do we really think they would just bring
10
out a Puck?
seconds
'Cause
remaining.
Traditionally, when I think about his mid heroes, as Tiga was saying, like
5
he was playing a lot
seconds
of the
remaining.
ones. Part of why he was moved to carry was because the mid role had developed into this playmaker style that he didn't necessarily feel comfortable on.
Puck also gets played as position 5 and 3 sometimes.
It can. I think in regards to the whole Miracle talk, we just need to be aware that Miracle can play very active.
Yeah.
He can play very greedy. The ability to have both options is what you need. And
Dire
that's what,
team
like we
pick.
mentioned, that's what RTW brings, because he can also do both styles of carry.
Radiant
So we're
team
not always going to
pick.
be seeing semi-carry safe lane with a super hard carry mid. It's just the options are being opened up from Nigma. And a big issue they had in Season 1, they had no flexibility in their drafts. It was just, surprise, Miracle's got this hero now. It's like there was no real kind of flair, and that's what it brings.
10
like the
seconds
gyro
remaining.
They've already banned out a bunch. I mean, really, Nigma
5
did them a favor.
seconds
They
remaining.
take out the Sven, the Troll, and the Morphling. You get rid of Huskar, Weaver, Drow. That's a lot of carries that Gyro does not want to play against. And with
Dire
the
team
Doom in front
pick.
now, you've got this really powerful mid-game spike. Straight to the Razor. We saw this a bunch at the major. In fact, Nigma's lineup looks very similar to what we saw a bunch of teams with success in the major.
Are we sure Wee's not in the team? There's some safe lane Razor. But yeah, I think
Radiant
this is
team
now eyeing
pick.
up to be the Razor is the counter to the Doom.
Venomancer.
Just pick a casual Veno.
I heard someone talking that Veno was going to be picked. Was it
This-
Brian or was he hating on Veno?
No, he
Veno's
likes
a
it.
good hero. Yeah, it's
It-
nice.
It could be your 4 here. You have last pick. This is typical of Secret's drafting pattern. You know, they can, in theory, make the
10
gyro
seconds
support. I think that's
remaining.
unlikely, but this could be a Yapsor Doom, could be a Yapsor Veno. I think
5
it's more likely
seconds
just Yapsor
remaining.
line. That's a puppy Veno, and you last pick.
I just like
whatever
the
you want,
idea
really.
of, so right now Nigma's put themselves in a position where potentially 2 of their cores, if Puck's not support, they're not going to fall victim too much of Doom because you don't care. Now the big win condition, that's your Doom target. Heroes like Tusk and Razor, they rely on move speed, getting in and out of the fight. Veno takes away that. Initiation,
think
Plague Ward. So yeah, I like the idea of the secret structure.
whether it's 3, 4, 5, what have you, I think the puck goes off lane here. You want to play into the gyro. You can also juke Gales quite easily if you're quick on your feet, and then the Tusk plays top with Razor into the Doom lane.
Yeah, you have to apply some punch. Fun fact, Yapsor, when he plays unranked with his friends, he randoms any hero, buys Quelling Blade, and tries to jungle. So
Okay.
it could also just be a jungle Venomancer. So
Do his friends still play with him?
Yeah, no, yeah, regularly, yeah.
It's
Oh,
because,
he's winning it with
because
us sometimes.
Veno wards deal more damage to jungle creeps, right? That has a
I'd be down for a Veno jungle. You know, I'm just going to throw it out there just so we look cool.
To clarify, it's because the wards do piercing damage, which
Mhm.
does more to neutrals than hero damage. So level 3 wards, you can start clearing ancients every stack, every spawn, along with the camp nearby. So you get like 80-90%.
Realistically, this
maybe.
probably is just going to be some Veno gyro lane where they throw Gale and a rocket
Yeah.
and they try and kill. But we could see something.
There is some flex possibility.
This is true.
It definitely made Team Nigma think about this, though, because they are ticking into their bonus time quite heavily. Of course, deciding whether to reveal a certain role now or wait for last pick, I guess.
This is a tough lineup. Like Team Secret answers so
Radiant
much.
team
Like,
ban.
nothing feels good.
Okay. Yeah, the issue right now for Nigma was simply they had no way to connect their damage, because if the Tusk is snowballing, they're going to get like double galed, triple galed, how many people in that snowball. And they don't have explosive damage. So I like the idea of this Juggernaut pick against a core Gyrocopter, one of the big characters, because you just lock in the Omni Slash. If Gyro's alone, you can have a Satanic kill up if you buy Satanic. And in regards to laning phase, you have the Healing Wall to deal with a potential off-lane Venom or whatever this becomes. Because it could also be, we haven't talked about this scenario, some position for Doom bodying for some off-lane Venomancer with a carry Gyro, pos 5 Lion, last pick for mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Lion if necessary.
Previous series,
5 seconds
we
remaining.
saw a lot of Snapfire earlier today, and everybody was talking about, Little Shredder's so good. Why is she ignored?
It's just different
Flare?
preferences. I think I think you can make a pretty strong argument that Lion Tusk are on the same level. And it's that same old
Radiant
story.
team
Like the better
ban.
teams, the ones with more experience, almost always prefer the legacy supports. The ones that are more reliant on team play and have unanswerable mechanics. Snowball Save is the best for counter initiation. Lion, Lockdown, and Burst, also just something you can't really answer.
10
always
seconds
effective throughout the
remaining.
game. And if Earthshaker was meta, I'm sure we'd see that being potentially
5
picked up in the
seconds
series as well
remaining.
for the same reasons.
Fair enough.
In regards to Team Secret, their bans right now, they just think it's going to be the position 5 last pick.
Dire
So that
team
does
ban.
put Razor into the off lane with the Tusk, Puck into mid lane with a Juggernaut carry.
And the ban out the Lone Druid makes sense. I think
That rounds out Secret
Radiant
structure
team
way too
pick.
nicely.
they ban out supports. So Secret think the 3 cores are selected. I'm still thinking this is not a. I think this is a support puck. I would feel very sad playing it as a core here into Veno and Lion.
The issue here is though simply that they can't surprise Secret, right? They have to pick a hero.
10
no matter what,
seconds
Secret then has
remaining.
advantage on deciding what happens with this Venomancer. If it's like Veno into most
5
lanes, would be
seconds
very happy.
remaining.
But dodging the jug would be like ideal. They don't have a lot of time either.
You also could just grab casual Grimstroke perhaps and just guarantee that you'll be able to find kills
Casual
in the
Warlock.
lane.
Let's get some overwhelming fight in the mix.
Dire
That
team
sounds terrible.
pick.
What did you have against
There's
those?
a Grimstroke, yeah. Very
Makes sense.
casual.
It's solid here, and I know we'll likely see then I guess the Miracle Puck.
For sure, yeah. This is just right now. Really, it's just Puck and Razor being flex between mid and off lane.
Well, it means that the jug lane should dominate. I think that's key.
10
You
seconds
really hate playing
remaining.
Doom Lion against a Grimstroke jug. Like you're just going to die. There's nothing you can
5
do about
seconds
it. You'll do your
remaining.
best to CS abuse lane mechanics, but it will not be an easy lane. In bottom, I keep thinking that top of our screen is Dire, and obviously it's right. Last pick, Secret.
No, they got a full minute still left into their bonus time, so they can get some time to think about that if they need it. Is there anything left unanswered with their draft? You said earlier that all their 4 heroes were already doing so well into answering what Team Nigma had at the time. Is there anything left that they still need to cover with their last pick?
The key thing here in this position is there doesn't feel like there's a single pick that's like amazing. We got you. It's all about laning setups.
You just go for a casual Void Spirit, perhaps? Just something that doesn't lose the lane and kind of jack of all trades, because you have team fight. You can count on your gyro. You likely think it's a puck mid. They could flex it to a Razor, so it can't be something abusable like a Dragon
They
Knight.
do need someone to go into the fight first. They have a lot of kind of.
I mean, you could just DQ
back
them.
lane.
It's just annoying because of the link, but theoretically he's going to be targeting your gyro.
Yeah, but then they could also just put the Razor mid and punish that for sure.
Choose your hero,
Okay.
my good
All right,
friend.
hold tight, let's see what heroes are being picked. All right.
Yeah, Matu
Harry,
Gyro.
It's
Easy.
Offlane
Nice.
bounty.
Mid Doom. Okay. Position 5 Veno. Very casual.
Wow. So this is cool. Mid Doom against Puck's quite nice because you get such high regen. Puck spam and right click doesn't really affect you, and you just out GPM him.
I like the idea where Secret have, now that we've seen the Razor into offlane, the whole idea of static link and pressure is mitigated, because if you run into a barrage and a gale, you're not going to be a happy Razor. So I like the laning setups that Secret have, and Nigma just has the nicer looking skirmishing in the fight, but just the creativity secret just feels like it has a little bit extra
The
depth.
track gold's the X factor because you have these heroes, Doom, Lion, Gyro.
Doom and Bounty, there's so much money being produced.
You're getting more gold for kills and also more gold when there's static on the map, but you can spend these big cooldowns to just get bonus gold for you. Like, you're not going to, as Nigma, if you get doomed on Jug or stun hexed into a finger combo, like, you're going to die. There's not really much turnaround. Like, you don't have the team fight to battle.
So it's the economy game. This game is
so much money is going to get printed. Yeah.
How is Team Nigma going to stop that? Because, you know, if you guys say it, it's definitely has already crossed Team Nigma's mind as well.
I still like to see laning setups where you can maybe go a little bit more aggressive. You look towards Roshan with your tag team, utilize the Solar Crest and how cheap it is, get an Aegis on you, and then suddenly you can eat through the nuisance of like a Doom and that.
Really quick Razor BKB timing, and GH is going to have to show us why he is the legendary Tusk, not Moose. And have a performance to rival his.
No pressure. Let's find out how this first game of the best of 3 is going to go
really
down.
should
We're going
prepare
to
for
join
battle.
our commentary team, Odie Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Yes, Secret versus Nigma. I'm Odie Pixel here with Fogged. Fogged, what do you make about this? We're seeing some fun stuff come out. The Zai, offlane Bounty Hunter. Over on Nigma's side, we're going to, of course, get to see Miracle back in the mid. Didn't really have the greatest of opportunities to show himself off at the major with the standard they had. Now they've got a roster, the practice. We should be prepared to see some exciting stuff from them.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping we're going to get lots of battling because what I've seen from both sides is they're going to fight back, right? We have this Bounty, Gyro, Lion, Veno. They're going to be fighting a lot. Nigma's not going to steer away. I really was hoping that we'd get this too. I was hoping we wouldn't get some like Terrorblade, something like super farmy. I want battles. That's what we're going to get in this game. Breaking links, trying to get these successful links, seeing a potential maybe mistakes with some
30
links,
seconds
have a
to
battle on the
battle.
team. And for those who don't know, you soul bind a target.
Will I
how
need
that link
my
works. So hopefully
calculator
they
for
don't mess
this?
that one up in some situations versus the Gyro. And hopefully we can see what Mind Control can actually do, because his job is probably one of the most important, the overall team aspects. Like, he needs to get these links on the Gyros once they get to the points of like these BKBs and big team fights. And he's versus Veno, so there can be some problematic situations where he can get slowed up, not stick on it, not get that link long enough. And we'll see how it
The
goes.
battle begins.
A real talk here for a second. Why did they buff Doom again?
There's a fine line between bravery.
Why is Devour now? Devour is in it's 60-second cooldown, Fogged.
It is? Wait, is it? It is.
7.29B, my friend. 10 seconds again. They made it even better. Now I was about to like, hey, have some more gold, and then they're like, oh, by the way, we'll make the cooldown even less. It seems like a dream for these sort of players that are willing to take the Doom mid, like your niches, your icebergs. I feel like we're going to see loads of Doom.
Yeah, like who needs HP regen reduction when you got
money
standing next to your tower in the mid lane? You got extra money. You don't need that. So yeah, it definitely seems like it's going to be really powerful. And what the puppy? The heck is this? I guess we got some jungle Venomancer going on.
Here we go. T was excited to see this, and Puppy's going to give it.
There is Bob's Guard watching him. So maybe not going to be as exciting because maybe the Tusk is going to just walk over and start messing with him a lot. But
well, look at this. Actually, if you don't look at this, viewers, we know you're very easily influenced by the professionals. This is
just going to farm this.
That's true. GH is getting more from this than Puppy's getting from the jungle camp. Okay, so nice denies. Okay, they're all right.
Get the little self denies.
GH,
I'm gonna watch the important lanes because that.
I'm watching these being denied. Oh, GH, can he get it? Oh, he got it.
There we go.
Ah, he's gonna get this now. Oh no, he doesn't want it.
This is the very definition of first blood.
Oh no, GH! He was too busy farming plague wards.
Kids.
You gotta get into the mind. Puppy's getting in their head.
He was. GH was farming plague wards and Matu dies top. Oh no. Oh no.
This reminds me of like these the TI1, TI2 things, bottom, Zai.
Oh, they're in on him. No, they got detection. They don't. So Zai will be fine. He's away. Ring of regen.
Sentry's still under tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under
attack
attack.
at the moment, so they're trying to zone him away from this creep wave. Since there is a jungle Veno, they have to make sure that they push him away from those creeps. And yeah, this is
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure, there's a much more limited hero pool, but he would play like Lycan jungle and Chan and etc.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The lane suffered because of it. I mean, so far, definitely not the case. I mean, Secret still got first blood on the top lane.
He's got Dominator queued up. I hear he knows what he's building. He's got second highest last hits in the game.
Come on, let's go.
His own creep
Naked Helm with the Overlord rush. Let's go.
Oh my god, this is gonna ruin some games for people for sure. We're gonna have lots of jungle Venomancer now. Jack is back as well. For people who don't know, Jack used to love this.
Oh,
Cheech.
Oh, I mean, Puppy's got the back of a Yapsaw here. Matu's coming over as well.
Thanks are in order.
He gets salved. Yapsor.
Dyer's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
This is gross.
Oh, there.
Denied.
Almighty money.
How's our lanes gone? Okay, so it still looks that the puck has been able to push away the Doom. Nisha, he is lacking a little bit on that regen. So he's going to be able to bring that bottle out, but he is still getting pressured a bit. Miracle.
Money changes hands.
Touch hit him a lot in bottom. It's expected. Zai's going to get little to nothing, but he's at least able to play around his invis so that he can get some experience at the least. But he's not going to slow down or even touch ILTW.
So ILTW's got him.
Nisha went to look for a nicer creep, however he couldn't, so he unfortunately has to stick with the envenomed weapon. Not the greatest at all. I can't believe. I'm just okay. I'm just watching Puppy. You know,
Puppy's loving life. He is loving his life, and this is going to be one of the fastest. In fact, it will be the fastest Helmet Dominator on a jungle Venomancer you'll ever see in professional Dota here.
Dude, what if he does get the Dominator too, and he gets two Ancients?
Dude, imagine.
What the hell what do you just do? There's two Ancients like super early. Like, what do you do?
How do you kill the Ancients? If you look at Nigma's heroes, do they kill Ancients, Fogged?
No, they don't.
They don't kill Ancients.
No, they don't.
They don't kill Ancients.
Long time for that.
GH.
Dyer's middle tower is under
attack.
attack.
From Yapsaw, GH, he's gone.
I
Another
feel
kill.
like a broken record.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, they're shards.
He's actually okay.
All right, GH, ladies and gentlemen, give it a clap. Very, very impressive there from GH. He's not going to let himself go down this time.
Love it. And he's full healed up too, so he can come right back to the lane, help Mind Control, who does need that help. He does. He's actually
Just
slowed
suffer
down the
early.
tower a little bit, but yeah, he's suffering a lot.
And what's going to be happening when GH has had to sort of keep his eyes on Puppy in the jungle Veno. They're going to try and get the trap onto Matu, but the shard block not quite there. Matu's still going to get dove upon a little bit, but Yapsaw's making the move over.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Zai,
A moment of silence,
for his
please.
team. Get himself the team 200 gold easily with a nice little courier snipe, so he's still getting something. And Puppy, he's starting to work on Ancient, so and stacking him as well.
I mean, he's got a third highest CS in the game right now. The jungle Venomancer.
Oh God. Nisha.
Top lane as well. Bit of a go on to Mind Control. Mind Control's fine, and the D mid lane.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
The straight up play. ILTW
I
giving him
feel
some
like a
respect with the
broken
tips.
record.
Very nicely done for Miracle so far in this lane. He's actually just continuously putting the pressure onto Nisha, even though Nisha does have these double wards to try to protect himself. The power, the double nulls, too much magic nuke, too much right click.
I was him.
He's a jungler. Oh, and I can't handle this.
I mean, he's getting away with it. He's
gonna have the Dominator pretty soon.
He is. And then he's going to be able to jungle even quicker. With the Helm of the Dom creep.
He can bring the Helm to get involved.
No. If this man's he's a jungler through and through. The Puppy wants to be hitting the neutrals here. He ain't leaving the jungle.
He cleared an Ancient stack. Wait, he actually killed the whole thing. Wait, what the? This is great.
6-minute rune. What we got? Haste rune down bottom. It's going to be picked up by Puppy. Excellent. Can get from jungle camp to jungle camp even quicker now. And he's made back to the jungle. Look at that. Haste rune helps him get back to the jungle even quicker.
Let's bring up the hero.
Full efficiency here.
He is the same level as the Juggernaut.
All right. Well, we'll see where things go with this.
Got it.
Nisha. Trying to steal away a bounty, but GH is there. And that's the other thing too, right? Like he might be jungling, but he's your bounty rune collector as well. So you can't actually really flame him too much. He gets it right at the 6-minute mark for you.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't think anyone would dare flame Puppy anyway. You know, he could be playing jungle, whatever, the jungle puck, and he's not going to get flamed.
He'd probably make it work.
You wouldn't dare.
He's got the Dominator. 6 minutes and 6:55 when he hits to him, just about. 56.
Right,
just
57.
57.
Oh, 57, yeah. Still pretty fast. Don't blame GH. He's got a missile heading his way, but Mind Control's him in the backup. The static link as well as the ice shards. Matu's got to run. He's going to be able to get the cooldown off, and that will stop Mind Control from chasing onwards. Matu's fine.
He's slowing Matu down though. You know, these type of moves, even forcing them to skill
bottom lane.
Some people actually waiting for it. Bottom.
That will be a kill here. Inkswell's going to get the kill onto Zai. Puppy heads over.
Got the Ripper.
Comes to the lane, be like, what are you doing? Feeding in the lane?
Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they are positively glowing.
ILTW. Make him spin. And the thing is too, there's a Venom, they picked this Jug into the Venomancer, so yes, it can work both ways, right? Like Jug, he can not really worry about it like that magic damage and the slow and stuff like that in a lot of ways. However, Veno Ward can snipe Healing Ward in the mid game, which is one of the best elements I feel like for Veno when you are playing versus that matchup. As bottom, GH.
I mean, they're going to go, ooh, they've got the tag team. But Puppy's got backup. Matthew's heading over. ILTW trying to commit with the Blade Fury to take down Puppy, but he hasn't got the damage to do so. He's got a TPR, ILTW. Missile comes on to GH. They're thinking about diving this. There's Matu straight underneath the tower. The three of them running GH down. TPs are coming over. GH still alive for now. Zai can't quite finish him off. Okay, the Shuriken will do it. The level 2 Shuriken takes out GH. Zai, he's away, and the Ripper is blocking mind control off. He couldn't chase Zai down. Zai's able to get out to the side. Kuro's trying to find him with the dust. Zai, he's already working his way through the trees with the Quelling Blade. Zai is fine. In fact, Zai's got backup. Zai wants to go back in. Moves in over towards Kuro.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Finally fall. He's going to try and step over towards mind control. The ult comes out from Puppy. Dream Coil laid down onto the three of them, but do they actually have the damage to kill them? They don't. Nisha's still good to go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's not even going to need to drop it. His mind control just dying to the plague wards. 2 dead on the side of Nigma. Nisha's still alive. Miracle's hunting for him. If Miracle can find him, he's not going to be able to do so as Nisha's out of there with the phase boots and Miracle's taking damage.
He's got to be careful. He's going to fill up his bottle, but they do have that ward behind, so they will see that this is happening. So they're going to know this puck is here. Matu.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Still good to go. Zai and Puppy ready to turn and fight back into this. The Doom's going to be dropped down on the Miracle. The move over towards the puck. Zai's going to get the track out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Secret, they're outnumbering Nigma on this bottom lane as Kuro goes down. As Shuriken bounces there, Zai takes the 2 of them. 3k lead now for
Dire's
Secret.
top tower is under attack.
Must I repeat myself?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are being cause for celebration. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Some fancy footwork.
Must Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Quite heavily, and yep, tracks online. So these
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Big money early game
Has
already.
that ever been cause for celebration? In a stunning development, Dire's top tower has fallen.
Nigma go for it. Tower.
They're actually going to set up for bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower
again.
has
Maybe this time they'll take him down. They don't need to be ready to help out. It doesn't matter. The burst from Miracle is enough. They take down Summerman. I'll see if GH will go down and return. He'll burn to the chase of the Doom.
Track money. Sucks that they lose Matu, but they get that track. Mind control. Swinging behind with an invis. Wants Nisha. He actually could be able to set up for this. We've got Kuroki in range for that Inkswell, but no. Nisha's going to be careful. Puppy back to doing ancient stacks.
Back to the jungle. It's been having a great time. The jungle Veno 107 and 10 minutes in. I tell you what, when I get a jungle Veno in my pub, it's not got that KDA.
No, most definitely.
This is some very fancy stuff here from Puppy.
And he's going to be holding the shovel, what looks like the whole game, so he's going to be pumping out salves, bounties, mangoes for his teammates too, so it's, you know what, as long as he keeps that for the next, like, long while, it'll be nice. Nisha, he's pretty far away.
Yeah, it's hard to go on. Don't quite have the Dream Core back up for Miracle. It's a necessary component if they want to blow him up.
And a player who's been pretty quiet this game, Yapzor, we haven't really seen him much, now finally swings toward mid. He's halfway to Blink, he's got level 7, so his finger's online for any of these situations where he does show up for the puck. Zai.
We'll see. Oh, they do trap him in the shards. He's looking pretty dead. ILTW comes across, still gets up. Was almost in position to try and dispel the smoke movement from Nigma. So it's him going down, the rest of them getting out. Nisha going for the BKB straight off the drums and looking to hold on to this tier 1 tower mid. Trying to not let Nigma get away with these early objectives.
I was wondering what his first item would be. Drums still just seems like the best options and just benefits everything for you as a
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
GH will get it up top though for Miracle. As I'm surprised Puppy's not actually the one even going toward mid. Usually it's like your Venomancer, usually the core, obviously, but usually you see these Venos like sit and set up that defense around mid. No, he didn't even have to. Mid doesn't get pressured. He's able to just continue his farm. Gyro starting to work on jungle a little bit here to catch up.
We see on the heat map there, Puppy's favorite parts of the jungle to visit, along with that heavy presence on the bottom lane. Those fights that he's already got involved in, a lot of action, involved in 8 of the 9 kills.
Matu is gone for a crit.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Nobody expected that. No one expects the first item, Crystallis. But Matu, he's got it.
I guess he wants to do as much damage as possible before he gets his damage.
It's good damage.
I don't even know.
It's good.
Cheap.
It's heavy physical. If the jug comes spinning at you, you're going to have a good way to punch into it. Zai,
lost.
Again, playing sort of sacrificial role here on Secret's lineup.
As he tends to. He's almost got his Aether Lens too, so it looks like he's just going to be playing from a distance, just going for these tracks and shurikens.
And we see, you know, ILTW very much aware of the brawl that Secret's bringing to him. We're not seeing this Maelstrom or a Battlefield, any sort of farming item, straight stats, straight into the SMY. So he just doesn't die, you know, so he's going to be able to run at them or run away from them and have some sort of survivability rather than just being caught with one of these greedier items.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just status resistance. He's playing versus Doom. He's playing Hex.
Oh, I thought Zai just died.
Me.
How did he? Yeah, I guess he did. It was as if
simulating TPs.
He's dying quicker than he's dying, it seems. But this is, I guess, part of sort of Secret's special strategy. You know, this is what usually happens. 5 deaths on Zai at 14 minutes in. Everything's going to plan for Secret.
Yeah, Puppy's got 100 last hits. Let's see how many Zai has.
100 last hits.
So look at that.
Oh my goodness. He's nearly got the mech done as well, Puppy.
Yeah,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's going to be really nice. Mech pipe this game. If he's able to get that as a 5/4, whatever you want to call this Venomancer, it's going to be great versus the side of Team Nigma. You know, Puck, you can negate majority of that damage, turn it around too. Pretty good. Nisha trying to farm that BKB. Almost got it.
It's close. It's going to be quick. Power that money.
Got to slow this man down.
Rolling in with the Devour.
Out two. Waiting behind the tree.
This is a big chase, though. This is a long movement over towards Nisha, and now GH, he might be in trouble himself as he snowballed in. And they're running him down. GH, he's gone.
I stoked the
bringing more
with your course.
The entire squad of Secret swinging over. ILTW continue to
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trying to hide, but Zai's found him with the trap.
Must I repeat myself?
Steps in with the setup. Do have the link going on to Nisha. And Kuro getting taken down low.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And mind control, he's looking pretty dead.
I've never seen Radiant structures looking so fortified.
All the stun isn't enough. It isn't. The healing wall from ILTW. As ILTW comes in, he's able to save mind control. Now he's looking to try and run down the top of that, but Nisha's ready with the Doom. Turns, Doom drop down onto the jug. ILTW, he's got to run. The snowball comes in to hold back Matuma Man, but Nisha's chasing him down. Zai leading in as well. The Shuriken bounces there. They finish off ILTW as he goes down.
Here I am. Silence. One.
Miracle.
One.
He really wants to find Yapso, but Yapso's got the stick charges. Yapso will end up ticking out. Miracle turns towards Matuma Man, but now he's surrounded by the rest of Secret, and another track kill is picked up. And Secret, they might not be done yet. They're looking towards GH. Gale into the Poison Nova. Tracks continue to get laid out by Zai as Nigma's being held underneath their tier 2.
That was just a beautiful read from Secret, knowing that this action's coming. Gyro, Matu, he TP'd so early before any of those happened, setting up for that call down. That was a sick play. And the way that they played around it too, as soon as Matu, he sees mind control, he burns the link, he immediately starts running in to go start getting more action. A great fight from Secret, just dancing around, getting pretty much every perfect opportunity for them. It's 9,000 gold lead already. This Veno has now surpassed the Juggernaut.
Yeah. It has indeed. This is, so far this has been a bit of a rough one for Nigma. It can never feel good when you're getting jungle Venoed, and it works.
Yeah. And now they've already got such big, like, this Doom now has a BKB. Like, Nisha's already done so much work. It's getting every single one of his spells off anyway versus all this, like, damage and control and whatnot. And now there is no control.
Look at that graph!
Yep, so it's got a blink.
Silence!
Nigma's on the hunt.
Swing one.
He Yapsaw. Can they get more out of this? They're moving on to Matuma Man. TP's coming in. Matu's getting low. Matu is still alive. Actually, finally they take him down with the Ink-Sword damage he's got. They bring down the Gyro. Can Nigma get more out of this? They turn towards Puppy. Mind control leads in with the static links. They've got a third. They take down 3. They're turning towards Nisha. Nisha and Zai trying to fight up against the 4 members of Nigma. They've got the tracks down to all of them, but the healing ward keeping Nigma
Radiant's
safe.
top tower is under
Nisha's
attack.
still very tanky, but Nigma, they've got the space now to pushing onto the tier 1 tower with 3 dead on Secret.
They've finally been able to
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. I am required to point out that Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Get a good connection with everything here, and finally, as a jug now,
this is
he
big.
surpasses the Veno.
Now ILTW after the S&Y, he's still going to go back for the Maelstrom, which is a wonderful item across the board on a jug. Normally you see it the other way around, but played it smart this game, and it has paid off. You know, you see ILTW 2-1 and 2. You know, his game is still it's pretty safe. You know, the flow that he's got. They haven't managed to kill him more than the once, which is a pretty big thing considering the aggression that Secret has brought, especially when they came down to his lane very early on in this game.
No, absolutely. And, you know, Mind Control, he's having a bit of a rough one, the 1-2-1, but he's got the key item. He's got the BKB, so he can just stick on that gyrocopter pretty much entirely. If they don't have a Force Staff, which they won't for some time, I see Zai, he's going to be that builder of the Force to break that link off of his gyrocopter. But yeah, there's going to be a time for the next few moments where Razor should, in theory, just be able to stick on top of that gyro. Depends on how all these fights kick off, of course, as we see in Secret, really causing quite some havoc the way that they do approach it.
Oh, Zai?
Zai.
That's got backup here, Kuro. Kuro's also got ILTW and GH here. Nisha's still going to try moving on to Kuro, but Mind Control comes in for the side. He's going to commit with the BKB, link down onto Nisha. Nisha puts the BKB and tries to run. Smashing from Puppey, takes down Kuro on the back lines. The static link brings down an incredibly low. Miracle's going to be in with a follow. Jumps in, Dream Coil, down onto Nisha, down onto Zai. As Nigma, they'll get the 2 kills. Puppey, he's got to be careful. As Nigma, they're still chasing onwards. Is GH going to have any sort of catch? Doesn't look like it. But still, again, another good hit there from Nigma as they take down 2 and only lose the 1 support.
Get themselves a big one. A full duration healing ward as well. Keeping them up. They're actually going to threaten a Roche here.
I mean, with the tag team.
They do kill him fast.
And Miracle, he's already made the jump on a Puppey outside of the pit.
There's
Puppey. He's got a Shadow Amulet. And they've got the damage to take him down.
I only wanted to kill
out.
everyone.
Taker's Life Sentry was ready and down as well. They're back into the pit. Secret, they are going to have
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Quick here to the damage of ILTW.
I have no reason to lie about such things.
This looks a little dicey.
Oh, they're getting a little.
They fight after.
They've got healing ward back up though.
Okay, it's back up.
Get it outside the pit.
Might be to go scout that.
Here's the cooldown. They're going to move it over. GH jumps from Milk, gets the silence onto the 2, and then they burst down Zai. Now with the Blade Fury over towards Nisha, but Nisha points the BKB. Turns with the Doom. Drop down, in fact, onto GH. ILTW.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The Doom, what was he scared of there? He dropped it onto the GH Tusk.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Roshan, spellcasting, it seems that Nigma heavily capitalized on in these last 2 moments. Yeah, tip Nisha.
Oh yeah, that was a Doom for what? Yeah, GH more than happily tanking that one.
This is going to give them some good timing here to be able to build up these next few items. I think the Maelstrom is probably already coming out. Mind Control, as we said, he has the BKB, and Miracle, he's building toward Lincolns to be able to cover versus that Doom. So starting to get themselves some nice breathing room.
Yeah, that 9k lead that Secret had is getting shut down. Nigma keeping it cool, and as I say, you know, ILTW just playing a solid game as Jug, and now coming in from the high ground. Matu, he's not ready for this.
Oh no!
They jump from the shadows, and the surprise, it catches Matu, and Matu getting punished a little bit here.
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of
stress. Just finished the Aghanims before all this too, and he's died. Now died again. Zai not really able to do a whole lot in the game, actually. He's just like walking in and just instantly dying. He's a 1000 HP bounty hunter. He's just trying to scout. He's got 20 seconds, still no gyro. ILTW, he wants to go for something else here.
He's going in.
He's got to wait.
I mean, they're all up it. He's walked in pretty aggressively, but he's got a Blade Fury. He's cool. He knows that at the end of the day, if he can get the Blade Fury off, he's not going to die. Obviously, keeping in mind the Doom cooldown, knows that it's still not back up for 40 seconds, so he can walk up like that, especially with the Aegis. And I think, yeah, he knows it. He's not going to die the once until the Doom's online. I think that's the only real threat at the moment for him when he has this S&Y and a decent amount of stats to work with.
And they still have this ward down, Owen. That ward that they killed Matu with, it did not get dewarded. That's actually a very big surprise. They have so much information now around the triangle, which is usually the hardest place to actually be able to invade like this. Like, Nigma's just walking up into high grounds because of this, which normally you cannot do. Miracle. Go in. They do also have that Grimstroke shard is finished now. Since we've hit 20 minutes, the absurdity will begin.
That's going to be huge. You've got to be prepared for those heals.
So it's going to be much harder now for Secret to get these type of initiations onto Miracle. The Lincoln's very good versus Doom, but also quite good versus the Lion Insta-Hex. You have to actually prepare it a little bit differently now. So this is going to be
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack. In a blow to the Dire, their bottom tower has fallen.
The 4-star online, which is, as you mentioned, quite a crucial item for them against Mind Control's Razor.
Yeah, he's getting close.
Oh, he might get this courier here.
He's gonna get.
Oh, is he though?
Oh, no,
he's not. He's not gonna get it. Or maybe he gets this one. He's gonna get this one.
Oh. Bad tidings, I'm afraid. Radiant's courier has been slain. Brace yourself for sad tidings.
They do get the
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Dagger. So definitely a bit of a heavy loss there on the blink, but all things considered, Nigma just taking a really good control of the game here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Behind.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Nigma, I don't think they care too much. They're moving down the mid lane. They're looking at tier 2 towers.
Dire's middle tower is under
at the
attack.
Moment, Secret, they're not turning up for this. They're not going to look to try and defend this tower.
Fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
4.5 because Zai is
and not in a good way.
As this bounty hunter.
Oh, Yapso
has the offlaner.
Kuro.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Coming in, they'll drop him with the finger. Yapso.
Fade from memory.
Far up. Now, Secret, they have their BKB on Matu, so he probably feels a lot safer, and they have the 4-staff on Zai, so maybe some aggressive move gonna come out for them.
Invisibility!
It's a little aegis, though, 40 seconds, so they don't really want to go too hard overextended, but maybe they can time the movement around that aegis expiring.
Question, folks. If Kuro soulbinds 2 targets, and then Yapso fingers someone that's Lotused, does the target finger both of the soulbind targets?
No.
Are you sure? I think that might be a yes. I think, you can't get... Because he's effectively casting the spell himself, right? So if it's casted back at a target that's linked up, we'll see, we'll keep our eyes on. We'll see,
Every time that we always do these like crazy little ones, they don't happen.
They just don't work.
Someone, don't do this to me.
Let's see, ILTW leading the way. Ags up next on the shopping list after the Maelstrom.
Yeah, great pickups here versus that Gyro. Sai starting to give some scouting information this time around. Ward is on the high ground for Team Secret. Nigma will be able to get that D-Ward out. Secret will be careful. Still no blink on Nisha. I think they're probably waiting on this one because he found a Centaur. He found the War Stump finally, so that's just it's just too good. Then it'll allow them to actually set up on Miracle a lot easier. He doesn't have his own Lincoln's Breaker on the side of Nisha, but then it can allow for the follow-up.
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Slow down like this.
Must I repeat myself?
Who do you favour the scaling potential of? The Gyro or the Juggernaut? Or is it always going to be a little harder for the team that is up against
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
I mean, I think I kind of have to favor the Jug because there's just a bounty that's literally a walking track. He's just like walking 4 steps for a lot of the game, so...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It does have the better farming.
Must I repeat myself?
So it's like...
And now the level's looking Gyro, level 90. It's close. ILTW is just a level behind. He's just a level behind right now. Puppy. Coming up here, Yapso always going to get the jump on Mind Control. Mind Control steps straight up to the high ground. He's going to need it.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence.
That's huge.
Bit of a nasty surprise there as Nigma try and head back into their jungle. ILTW's on the retreat.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No measure to
Has that ever been cause for celebration?
3 kills there for Secret.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to extreme violence.
This game, that's not really what's going to be the important thing in the game. Doom is still available, and they've got the blink coming
Radiant's
out.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And maybe the farm, maybe that farm from Gyro and Doom will be enough, even with some throning tracks. They are finding quite a bit.
Bounty. Yeah, I mean, you see those 2 kills, and it's like straight up. At
Strange
least
to say,
jump and
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It seems when they're all around.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The mid tower.
Pretty dead here, I believe. GH is dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Doesn't work on Lotus, by the way.
Okay. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
That does make sense.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fury came out in time, so it's going to get the chance for him to get out of there.
Singular entity, singular pronoun.
Can they save mind control? Mind control's got to be getting ready
tower is under attack.
Need to. Holds on to it.
Must I repeat
down
myself?
The drain as ILTW instantly with that Blade Fury, making sure there was nothing else to catch him after the Doom was used.
Such quick things. Him and Kuroki. Kuro even gets the ink swell off almost instantly too, so he's just zooming away.
And they're going to try and take a fight now that Doom's on cooldown. Mind control coming in with the wrap round. Nisha's going to look for the jump up to the high ground, but mind control's in. Gets the link off onto Nisha. Yaps are able to hold back the 2 of them with the stun, but GH is in with the snowball. They're trying to bring down the Doom. Nisha's getting low. He's getting caught in position. Mind control pops the BKB, gets out to the side. ILTW in with the Omni Slash. He cuts down Nisha. The Matuma Man, he's out with the BKB. He's on the run. ILTW turns, takes down the homing missile. GH also pretty low. Miracle's going to jump back over to one side. Blade Fury back up. They try and chase Bazaar with the 4 staff. He's up to the high ground. Puppey lays down the poison nova. Illusory orbs available for Miracle to jump out to the side. But Kuro does not have a similar measure of escape, so Kuro will fall. Miracle ticking down to the poison bar. ILTW able to offset that with the healing ward.
Nice attempt there from Puppey trying to go for Miracle there, but yeah, healing ward. Plus he also has Nether Shaw, so lots of magical resistances. Decent fight from Nigma though, but yeah, Secret's still showing they can turn as soon as those spells are committed from the puck in particular. It's still scary.
Daedalus stun on Matuma Man, so the damage he does in this fight, these fights coming up, it's going to be pretty wild. Going for that Satanic next as well.
Like these double 4 staffs, even like the little builds from Puppey, sure, it's like even like the little things from Dominator that'll give you the benefits, and just this mech, these glimmers and stuff like that, they're throwing so much onto Matu. Not seeing the same being thrown onto ILTW. He doesn't have the same type to be able to buff him up. Wondering if anyone's going to build Solar. I keep checking. I'm assuming Zai maybe eventually will, but we'll see. Or Puppey. We do have an Ags now. So Ags puck with a Razor, that makes it a lot harder now. The Gyro can't really break away. They have to get these better links though. My control has to find Matuma.
ILTW is going in, but they're here. The smoke top. ILTW. He's going to get the Blade Fury off. Starts to back over towards Yapsor. Dream Core down onto both Yapsor and Matuma Man. Matuma Man the BKB. Yapsor will go down. Now the BKB surely coming to an end. Mind control, he's got the link off. He's staying on top of Matuma Man's Gyro. Zai will be able to force Matu back to safety. They now turn, try to focus Mind Control. Nisha trying to bring down the Razor. It's well buff, not enough to keep Mind Control alive. Mind Control still falls. Secret, they get 3, and now they're ready to chase on for more. Nisha, he's found the Doom down onto ILTW. See if he can continue to chase him past the tier 2.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are fortified.
That Doom does not last
in fact,
nearly as long
they
as it
appear
usually does.
radiant with health.
It's still being chased.
Should be alright here though. Got to jump a little too far. Secret to keep on chasing ILTW. He's trying to farm some ancients, but Zai's got his eyes on him. And in fact, ooh, just a swift slash. Just a bit of a tickle. The real deal, Omni Slash still ready to go.
These are such crazy fights. The Doom actually comes up right at the last second there. Doesn't get them that big kill, but man, Secret somehow still coming out with the lead in these. ILTW just charging in to start that fight. Maybe a little bit awkward for them just approaching that angle.
They didn't have the Omni Slash for the last fight. Now they will. They're going to try and go for the Roshan again. Sort of this window where Doom is on cooldown for 80 seconds. That's the big one that they're keeping track of here, Nigma. Nice counter attack. That's going to get a jump on ILTW. He needs help and he needs it now. He's in with the snowball set. That's going to be enough to allow ILTW to get the breakthrough. Matu coming in with the BKB and the flank cannon, but the static link's there from Mind Control. Taking a fair bit of damage, and now they're in with the slash over towards Matuma Man. ILTW's found his target. Matuma Man will fall. ILTW gets the kill, and now he's going to turn towards Puppey. Puppey trying to glimmer himself off to the side to safety, but Miracle and ILTW, they want to chase. ILTW, can he get in range for a swift slash? He's going to have that movement speed. Swish slash up in a few seconds. Puppey, he's not going to stand much chance. Whoa, the glimmer.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Miracle's going to tick pretty low to the poison, but Miracle's fine. Back in the river. Zai's having some fun with Kuroki, but Kuroki, he's brought a friend.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Zai takes down the kill. Still with the DD room ready to go. Miracle, he doesn't want to mess around this time. He knows how dangerous he is. Drops the dream coil.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nigma, they'll move into the pit. The Roshan, it's theirs.
And this time the Omni Slash, like you said, it's back up. He gets a
Dire's
really
bottom
good connection,
tower
mostly
is
on the
under
gyro and
attack.
bouncing onto that Veno. But GH.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Oh my goodness.
That was beautiful.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fantastic position. And again, you know, I've got to say, with 32 minutes in, you know, it could be halfway through the game, but you have to say, for a debut performance on the squad, ILTW
Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's
the chaos
business.
that Secret have tried to bring against Nigma. ILTW, he's fitting in perfectly in this
Dire's
first
top
game.
tower is under attack.
Absolutely. And I actually was looking at like, his recent games.
Yeah.
This is like his 16th or 17th game in the last 24 hours, by the way. So
he doesn't sleep. He literally doesn't sleep.
He's been playing really well.
Yeah.
And that fight actually could have looked a lot worse for Secret too. They actually only got the last 2 cleanup kills because of Zai. He actually finished off that Razor and he finished off...
Yeah, he was sort of just in the river fighting them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Getting close to some big pickups though on Secret. Yapzor, he's got an Aeon, and now we're seeing like double Lotus Orbs being picked up.
Dire's bottom tower has
that
fallen.
Razor Link, it's going to start getting addressed.
That's the proper term for it. And I believe it is.
Times for the Omni Slash / Swift Slashes to connect properly, as they are all going to just continuously get Lotus for 2 of them.
I don't mean to be alarmist, but Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll see that on the replay again. We'll get that beautiful save from GH as he comes in, gets ILTW the opportunity to get his Blade Fury off. And just really nice moves as RTW backs out and then sees the opportunity to just charge straight across the fight towards Matumba Man.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and the itemization from My Control definitely coming into play both times now that I've seen the blink and the BKB.
I don't mean to be
literally,
alarmist,
his job,
but
get on Matu,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fight. You're feeling it in every single one of them. So, yeah, Lotuses, we're going to watch when Secret does get those, because as we said, that's going to change a lot of how these fights are done. Be lots of crazy plays between reflecting links, reflecting snowballs and whatnot. That's another timing for Nigma. They've got the Cheese, they got the Aegis, they got a Scotty. ILTW feeling really good. He also, you know, I pointed this out quickly earlier, but the double statusers is really paying off.
Yeah, he's a tough target, especially against these abilities. You know, the Veno and the Doom do rely on sort of the longer durations of debuff. It's going to be shut down by this build. Of course, there's become as pretty much every game on Jug. This is the way to go. SMY, one of those items that didn't really get turned down too much in the patches.
4 attack speed? Definitely not.
Oh no, my attack speed. Doom, he's going to get dropped down here over the Razor. Mike Control's going to be the Doom target this time around for Nisha. Slashes are still available from ILTW, so we have to cut down Yapzor. Mike Control's going to be able to walk out the fight whilst the Doom's down on him. ILTW moves him with a very up to Nisha. They've picked up the 2 kills. Again, you know, just sort of prepared, and we're really starting to see it's hard for Nisha to find the good Doom targets. Nigma's normally ready for this.
Especially with ILTW on the front line with his Aegis and Cheese, it makes it quite impossible. As Secret committed everything there.
ILTW's got a Swiss Slash good to go. They're going to make the jump in onto Matu. Matu's trapped in by the shards. He's going to have to put the BKB. Turns towards RTW. RTW committing to the Swiss Slash. Matu, he's trying to run. But then, going to take it down. They can't. He's going to get saved by the full stop, but no.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Catches him on the end of the ring.
In a stroke of cunning, or perhaps of desperation, Dire's structures have been fortified.
Such a nice usage of Aegis there too. Just getting a kill onto the gyro. They can continue this push now too. Everyone full HP.
How do they stop this?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Secret at the moment. Matu's out for a full 60 seconds. Has got a buyback if he wants to use it, but they're just losing the mid-ranks for now. Dream calls down on the 2. The Miracle jumps in with the silence. Matu's going to commit with the buyback. Straight back in action.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yes, how much time did he have left? He didn't have that much.
It was still a full minute. About 50 seconds at least. No, it was...
Okay, cool.
Illusion.
Still hurts. Gets his item timing completely shut down. Now Jug and Puck have completely surpassed him, and I believe ILTW about to hit level 25. We have Miracle level 25 already online too, and we're seeing that damage. Now I see Miracle, he's actually switched. He's holding both the Ceremonial Roam and the Psychic Headband, probably the two best Puck items you can get early on. He can break his own coil with that
my coffers.
I mean, he's got Yapsor here, but it's kind of just the three of them. Zai's dead, and Yapsor, he's going to be soon to follow. That Eon Disc is not going to get him out of it, or is it? Or is it? Oh, it is. It is. It didn't. It did not. He died. 322 gold. Love it. Was it with the Witchblade damaging the base? I guess.
It must have been.
Yeah, it was. Witchblade, it's a damaging item. Well.
And again, they're still feeling comfortable to go for that high ground push.
Yeah, that was
finishing up that next big item.
Things maybe getting sort of a little lost here for the flow.
Dyer's middle barracks are under attack.
A bit of unsecrecy.
Oh,
the way sort of
this is a sorry state of affairs.
Nothing good was going to come from that move.
Dyer's middle barracks has fallen.
That's the mid rack's gone. Melee racks at least. Nigma, they'll take it. Now the net worth pretty much even. Well, that's going to be feeling pretty good, especially against a team that did have the bounty. Had that track gold benefit. At this point, though, that's not showing at all, as Nigma have just done a really good job of taking back control of this game after the Secret was sort of bringing the chaos early. It doesn't matter. Nigma's just kept their cool. And their course, I mean, Miracle and ILTW in particular is just having a fantastic game. 10-2 and 13 on Miracle and 10-1 and 11 on ILTW.
Exactly what you want to see in a game. You know, your Razor, sure, he's got success, but
he's doing his job as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's fine.
Has that ever been cause for celebration?
Oh, some nice items. Timeless Relic and Spell Prism for the side of Nigma. Oh, baby.
Yummy. Spell Prism for Miracle. Secret also getting the nice ones. Trickster Cloak. Did get nerfed a little bit. Not quite as broken as it was, where you couldn't dispel it.
Yep. Timeless Relic, Grimstroke. That is, oh my god. The Ink Swells in general, it's just going to be ridiculous now. On top of what they already have been. He also now has finally finished up an item. Kuro has a Lotus too, so it's just going to be so hard for Nisha to ever find a target properly. Secret will find their own spell prism, but the battle's coming.
Matu.
Oh,
he's been fouled. They made the jump on him, Matu.
The Lotus?
It's going to save him momentarily as he's inside of the snowball. And he's still very, very low. He's been linked up. They'll try and force it to the side. RTW's in with the switch slash Omni slash over towards Puppy. Takes down the Venom. They get the jump on towards Matu. Matu's out of the game for 2 minutes. No buyback. As he is dead. Celebrate by denying mind control as a team. As mind control's gone, but it's all good. They deny him. Secret getting nothing out of that. And now Nigma's going to have a full 100 seconds yet to play. There's no gyro in the game.
Straight to the bottom lane. The Razor's dead, but I think they can definitely look for it. Actually, Miracle says...
Oh, he wants Zai.
Doing any type of creep cutting. I want
has he got the damage here? Zai. The high ground. And
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Down by Miracle.
But his team. You know, his team's doing the damage. ILTW, I don't need the puck.
He doesn't.
I'm a Jug.
Zai will still die.
I just noticed that Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
And get the kill.
Wow. Coil available. And when he does return down bottom to join his team.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Look for these kills. He wants more to pad up his KDA.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
They're taking their racks. The Secret with just 3 lives.
It cannot be stated
really
firmly enough that Dyer's bottom barracks are under attack.
This has been some really nice spellcasting, really good team fights from Nigma after
Dyer's bottom barracks are under attack. Dyer's bottom barracks has fallen. Rather worse. There are more where that came. Dyer's bottom barracks has fallen. There are no more where that came from.
Running together more.
What a waste.
Absolutely, guys. This
we will not forget.
Normally you get these teams, they make these changes, you know, player out, player in, and then, you know, they look a bit shaky on the first few games. This is, you know, against Team Secret as well. You know, what a debut this is for Nigma. This is huge.
Yeah. ILTW is looking like he's fitting perfectly with the team. This guy, we've seen him play so many times before. He's also got a massive hero pool too, so I'm looking forward to see what other stuff he can play for this team, because this is just an excellent display for this team right now.
Right, who's getting the axe here? Probably mind control. It's only mind control and Kuro that don't have one right now.
Maybe Kuro just takes it then.
And so, Roshan passes into history, leaving nothing but fond memories, a taste of immortality, and a questionable cheese.
We do.
There appears to be cheese in the lava.
He's caught far outside.
The memories of the safety of the jungle long distance now for Puppy.
Team Nigma is doing
Dire's
a very good
top
service
tower
for the people.
has fallen.
Jungle Venom.
Here I am. Look at that, the power of the healing ward there. 45k healing done here by this one little ward.
I haven't seen it get sniped too much from Venom wards either. They've done a great job with every time they do use it, to have it in a great position. ILTW, DD bottle.
Oh, Miracle's in. He's able to proc the E on Discon Yapsor.
Dire's top tower is under
getting
attack.
Sent back the way here of Matsu. He's taking a
Dire's
few of them.
structures are fortified.
60 seconds, no Puppy
Dire's
against
top tower is being attacked like nobody's business. Tower has fallen. I could have predicted this.
He's out. They're calling it. Secret's had enough of this one. GG is called as Nigma will take game one here of the best of three. And
victory of the most radiant sort.
This has got to feel great for them. You know, they've made a change. They come in, the first showing. It's honestly, this is looking like some of the best Dota that they've played in quite some time. You know, a performance like this just